This week we saw two events. The first event was we saw Cucsman being mocked for supporting CCC or the cause of the opposition, while Chief Wenje, one of the musicians that supports ZANU PF, being awarded with a GD6 by controversial businessmen. This reminded me of how ZANU PF and the Zimbabwean government bemoans the impact of the US sanctions. They bemoan this mainly because they are being starved or they are being hamstrung of doing what they need to do because of funds or resources that US comes with. It brings me to one thing. Without resources, without money, it is very difficult to fund any struggle. This is the challenge that activists or people from the civil society we have been championing for a better Zimbabwe have find themselves in. A lot of them, they've paid dearly with their lives, like the likes of Mogi, likes of Itai Dzamara, Patson Dzamara, Mboneni Ngcuve, Tinashe Chitsungo, and many more. Because of this struggle, it needs a lot of supporters. It is easy for us to say people have sold out, but we do not understand how grave it is for one to be found on the side of opposition or to one to be found trying to criticize the government, because the government will punish you not only by responding to you heavily with a heavily handed arm, but they can also punish you by drying out taps of resources. How? Because the people from the opposition are excluded. People that do not support the ruling party are excluded, because the government is one of the biggest spenders in any country. It means that if you are outside the system, you are outside of opportunities, you are outside of money, you are outside of progress or betterment of yourself. It leaves me with one thing that I want to tell you to do. You need to support the people that are in the opposition or the people that are putting their heads together or sacrificing their lives for the betterment of Zimbabwe. The likes of Cucsman, the likes of journalists, the likes of bloggers, the likes of people that are trying their best to make sure they bring the morale back to the people who are disgruntled. Just like as it was during the liberation struggle, you saw how the war collaborators participated in the war of the liberation of Zimbabwe. They gave their time, they gave their resources, they gave their energy, but not only that, they actually funded the struggle through their families. It is in your capacity as a concerned citizen not only to support Nelson Chamisa, not only to support your party, not only to support the cause in your constituency or in your area, but also to support those that are bringing the morale, that are doing their bid in order to bring you information, to bring you perspective, or give knowledge on how this struggle is all about. Myself included, we need your support. Whether by you subscribing to this channel, whether by you supporting this channel financially, whether by you supporting the likes of Cucsman or Zigo or any other person that is in these trenches. Because if you don't do that, you are not only sabotaging the struggle, but you are also putting someone at risk of accepting trinkets from the ruling party. Because when one is left to imagine that I might be living, letting my family suffer, let me accept this and I'll see what happens in future. Because you never know what the future holds, because the price of supporting any struggle is very, very steep. I hope you understand my message. Hey, as I'm trying to say, it is very, very costly for some of us to continue what we are doing, because it comes at a price, and that price not everyone is ready to pay that price. And that price, it is sometimes at the expense of your own. I hope you understand what I'm saying, and you will do something with your little resources that you have. Just do something to fund the struggle and those that are involved in that struggle. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you on the next video as we talk about what is happening in our Teapot Nation. Ciao, ciao.